Why, good afternoon, YouTube. What's this, back again inside of a month? Unbelievable. So, over the course of my time with Lock and Load, with Bill Frady, with the Lock and Load Radio 1 channel, with the podcast, all the other stuff, I've been very fortunate and I have been very spoiled to have had some very good guns come through here. Nighthawk Custom, I probably have reviewed 20 of those. I've shot more. I've owned 3 or 4 of those. Dan Wesson. Didn't own any Dan Wessons, but I got to shoot a variety of their 45s, a variety of their 9mm, all of their 1911s that they had in the various configurations. Staccato. This is where things get really go off the rails. With Staccato, I have probably owned over the course of time, and I would get rid of them when the new models were coming out because they were sending me new guns every year. But I probably had 20 of those come through here. And then, of course, Chambers Custom, where I was, I reviewed 3 or 4 of those, and I owned 2 of those. All the different guns, of which Dan Wesson was probably least expensive, but all of these very high-end 2011, 1911 guns. And yet, still, I knew that I wanted a very sort of basic 1911 single stack 45 ACP service gun, just like what I used when I was in the military. And I can't believe that I found it with Tisas. Okay, so today I've decided to come to you and talk to you about this gun. The Tisas B45 Carry, or Carry B45, whichever way you want to put it. 45 ACP, single stack magazine. This one, for some reason, is designated to duty on the side of the slide. It has, most of the ones that I see with this sort of configuration on their website, has a skeletonized trigger. This one has a solid trigger with its two-toneness. The one thing I didn't like about it was the grips it shipped with. So this is a nice Pachmayr rubberized finger groove grip. No guide rod. Ambidextrous safety. Exaggerated beaver tail. Nice gun. Nicely well appointed. No. God knows I've handled enough really expensive 1911, 2011s. And I was talking to my friend Dewey and I said, listen, I want a standard service pistol. Now I could go with a older Colt Series 70, or I could go with this. Now the Tisas brand, which I don't know that much about their background, it's Turkish brand, but I mean, it comes down to the tail of the tape. If you want to be honest about it, if you want me to be honest about it. It has a forged steel frame and slide, forged. All of the parts are 70 series compatible. The internals are also machined. It has a really decent trigger. It comes with a Novak-esque rear sight, and a nice little, let's put it in the light, a nice little fiber optic in the front. And it comes with a one-year warranty, lifetime limited warranty on the gun. And thus far, all I've had happen with it, and I've only fired about 300 rounds through it, because I was just trying to get a feel for it, is I've had one magazine malfunction with it. I have had nothing go wrong with it. I've been using hollow points and ball. And for those of you that are looking for a service grade weapon, and see, I change the grips on this, and that's as far as it's going to go. Sights, the rear sight's steel. I mean, there's nothing else that I need do on a gun. It has a little, the more I shoot it, the more machined it will become. But that's the way, and I've really been spoiled by a bunch of guns. And this gun, well, you know, let's go look at the shooting with the gun. Not a lot of shooting done with it yet, but quite enough for me to understand that if this is a gun that I decided to carry, although I would have to carry a bunch of magazines to go with it, I could depend on this. I could depend on this to run. So, and I think it comes in around $600, $550 on the street. Pretty good, decent value for the money. Have no affiliation with Tisas whatsoever. I just wanted to try one of their guns, and when I was looking for a service grade gun at Dewey's Pawn Shop, they came and they stuck this one in my face and said, well, what do you think about that? And even though it was brand new, I was thinking, sort of a nice gun. I thought that I might have to place the barrel. No. Everything seems to be just fine. It's not a $2,000 gun. It's not meant to be a $2,000 gun. And sometimes you don't have to have a $2,000 gun to have a combat effective tool, now do you? But I just want to take a quick look and share that with you. And, you know, trying to get back into the whole YouTube Rumble mojo. Figured out the Rumble part of it, so back on Rumble as well. So if you like this kind of content, and I hope you do, give me a thumbs up. Maybe think about subscribing to the channel. Coming up next, we're going to be talking about a man-pack UHF VHF radio that works everywhere. Sort of. I'm out of here.